In its early years, Biloxi quickly established itself as a leader in the seafood industry.
Well, from the way I understand it, and I can't remember exactly, but I think it was back in the 1800s, this is where the first shrimp and oysters were canned, was in Biloxi, Mississippi. And since they had rail access and had good clean water that they could process seafood with here in Biloxi, it became the canning capital, the seafood capital of the world, the way I understand it. Most of your oysters and your shrimp were processed here in Mississippi. And from there, when the canning industry went out of business, a lot of people in the canning industry just transferred over into the fresh product and frozen products. And that probably happened somewhere in the 50s.
The industry was huge, you know. We had mountains high as those casinos of shells that would pile up in the course of one season at different plants. And all along the bay and the waterfront, there was different canneries and oyster shops and shrimp shops. We had very little tourists in those days. We had some small hotels along the front beach, but we were the seafood capital of the world.
Back in the 70s, when the Vietnamese came to Biloxi, I had an oyster processing plant in Biloxi, and we actually brought the Vietnamese in. Myself and my cousin Orny Gollott brought the Vietnamese in to shuck oysters, because at that time we couldn't get people to shuck oysters anymore. And they came in and pretty much saved the oyster industry, and then it started dying off and we got into the shrimp business, and the Vietnamese has been a key in our success in the shrimping industry in Biloxi.